Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Trials of Mana. I'm Serious JG. I've been away from this game now for weeks because I got so far ahead. And I'm actually still working on having videos a week out. But I want to play this game today. This is the game that I'm enjoying most of the ones I'm currently recording. And but this is also the first recording session I will be attempting during a infusion weekend. So we'll see what that does. I have distinct memories of doing the entire Final Fantasy VIII Chocobo Forest minigame while feeling like absolute shit and never being quite sure if that was apparent to people watching the videos. I hope it wasn't. Feeling probably 10 times worse than I did while recording Bullet Witch back in the day, when Bullet Witch was just like me going, oh, no, let's play Bullet Witch. I'm mysterious. Yeah. So we'll see if this game puts me in a good mood or if I have to stop because just feeling like shit is dragging down the quality of one of my favorite Let's Plays I'm doing right now. Anyway, off screen, I went ahead and got us back to the Heaven's Way, which you can hear that Mexican food music. I don't understand why that is a joke, but all I did is I fought a couple of generics along the way, but I mean just the ones who were in the way for us to get from Valsena to here. And I talked to this lady, which you missed.
Oh, you are here. Were you able to speak to Don Perry? Goodness, you have become friends with the Elemental of Wind himself? That is astounding. JG's going to check real quick to make sure he's recording, because he's having a paranoid moment. Yeah, he is. Okay, good. Alma is in the Somnosa Meadow. I'm certain she would love to hear from you. Alma is standing by to take your order. She would love to hear from you. Alma is in the Somnosa Meadow. I'm really not sure if she'd like to hear from you or not. I mean, I'm not going to speculate as to Alma's state of mind. I'm not as arrogant as that other lady was. Our base is quite claustrophobic. I cannot wait to retake the Citadel. I want to get loud. Spill drinks on the Citadel.
I wonder if I paused long enough before thinking of that for anybody to timestamp. Fun little thing. Somebody timestamped. Was it this series? It was this series. I went off into this weird aside about Manassas and couldn't remember Bull Run for a second. And then, a couple of seconds later, I said Bull Run. This is the fun thing. You guys need to know this about YouTube. I got a comment notification. I went to check it, and it was someone timestamping saying the battle you're trying to think of is Bull Run. Then I opened the video, and the comment wasn't there because the person had deleted it. Presumably because they stopped, they timestamped, they answered the question I was confused about, which is fine, that's perfectly fine. Then I figured it out myself, so they went back and deleted the comment. Just so you guys know, I know when you comment. You cannot hide your comments. The secrets are all exposed to me. I know you tried to correct me. Anyway, that was just kind of fun. So I'm wondering if anybody will attempt to pop in the joke there about getting loud and spilling drinks on the Citadel. Oh, there's Reese. I thought we were talking to Alma. Is Alma Reese or... I don't know.
Welcome back. I am so glad to see you safe.
See how I'm cupping my breast with sincerity?
You made it.
She's not sincere, though.
Did you have a chance to speak with Don Perry?
Yeah, we killed him.
We did. See?
So you can tell that we did because...
And then she leans forward so you can look at her decolletage. I don't know.
Hello, nice to see you. Oh, leave this to me.
Anakin, you can go home after you finish cleaning the speeders. I'm sorry, I'm
Trying to do the voice of that guy from Phantom Menace and failing. So now we're going to use the power of Jin to retake the Citadel. That should be fun. I remember a nasty boss battle here from the Super Famicom run Bobo and I did, and finding out years later that many of the bosses in this game, you can kind of control them a little bit. Like, they'll auto-respond to magic attacks with a certain attack. So there's some bosses against whom you don't really want to use magic because their counters that they use against magic are more devastating than the regular old attacks they do. And this is one of them coming up shortly, so I'll be curious to see if it works that way or not. Little sleepy ninjas.
Now is our chance. Please be careful. There may be enemies in the Citadel that did not
I am
succumb
sincere
to the
about
Sleep
this.
Force.
Help yourself to the supplies in the barrels. There are candies and cups of wishes.
That's the kind of shit that we bring to battle. Candies and cups. Nice, actually. That's a lot of supplies. So, despite the appearance that they're going to help us, I'm thinking they're not really going to help us. It's pretty much going to be up to us to win this fight. I like the idea of the Amazons going and retaking their own castle. But, no, in fact, once we get in there, it's just going to be us doing a series of battles. Now, this is one of those places, I don't know that we get to come back here and explore, like, freely explore later. So I will... Oh, there's like a wish. Interesting, okay. And an item seed stuck on top of that. So not like a huge... Game gives you lots of little, kind of incremental, tiny rewards for exploring that generally not really worth taking a whole lot of trouble to get, but still, it's something. And maybe that we're allowed to revisit this place all we want. There's just not a whole lot of reason to. It's locked.
Leave this to us.
Okay. Shouldn't somebody be collecting these guys so that they can't wake up and cause trouble? I'm just throwing that out there. I don't think we're going back to Stone Split Gap anytime soon, so I can start saving over these old slots now. Just accidentally whack the Sacred Mana statue because I'm confused about what buttons do what. Got 2 candies. Mostly I'm just keeping an eye out for a little cactus, as you might expect. But yeah, with all the enemies knocked out, there's really no threat to us. We can take our time and explore, it seems like. It's not a bad place the Amazons have here. I expect if we had Rise as our primary character, or any character in our party, her backstory chapter would have probably taken place here. But I do not remember her story very well at all. I kind of remembered Angela's from having played it on the SNES in a separate playthrough on an emulator from the one that I recorded with Bobo. But I don't have a lot. I don't think I ever played all the way through as Rise. So, again, just taking my time and exploring. Enjoying the game, world, not really rushing anything here. But in fact, we probably should get on with the business of defeating whatever is going to stop us from reclaiming this place. Be cautious.
Leave this to us.
It's a rather humble throne of the Amazons, it looks like. See, I keep seeing these little bits of plant matter and thinking it's a little cactus. Now, this is the kind of dungeon where, in the old game, these would have been separate rooms that load up, and you fight monsters when you go in. Ah, see, here's the actual enemies.
I know what to do. You wish. I think we're getting stronger.
I think we are, too. But some of those side rooms would have had enemies in it. And again, why is there so much built up here that we're not doing anything with? This was probably full of NPCs telling you all about Rise's quest and her backstory and stuff if you were playing through as Rise in the preliminary chapter. So, like, once we get to, as any other character, getting to Altena Castle for the first time. They'll have all the nooks and crannies to explore that Angela had at the beginning. They're just, you know, might be occasional random monsters there to challenge.
All right, clear your way. Leave it to me.
It actually makes a huge difference in this game that you can evade attacks, because the assassin guys threw out lots of mean magic in the SNES version that couldn't be avoided. You just had to sort of tank it. You wanted to kill them quickly just because they had the potential to deal a lot of damage, but
Careful! It's the enemy! How's that? You can take out all of the hostile forces.
we took out all the that's a new one. We took out all the hostile forces, did she say? And this looks like a door, but it's some kind of fake enormous. You okay, buddy? Whoa, you okay, buddy? You guys seem to be just like ramming into a pillar there. Obtained a chocolate.
A little cactus.
Would put it above them to have put something up here that you have to hop down on from above. Oh, I got really confused. I was like, whoa, is she some kind of assassin in disguise? Oh, it's switching from day to night.
Leave this to us. What a terrible night to have a curse, by the way.
Obtained a chocolate. I'm curious if I can jump back down there. You wouldn't really want to. Well, I'm worried if I keep trying, I will find out that you can, and then have a bunch of territory to re-maneuver through. Let's go through this this path here. Alright, so this show, and this is not the kind, this is the kind of thing where without the yellow things telling you exactly where to go, it wouldn't be obvious at all to head here.
Be careful!
See, summoned chest knights, and I think I took damage from them in the end, but no, wait, I managed to avoid it. Got some kind of flying sword bouncing around.
Can't you tell? We are getting stronger.
Yes, I can tell. Why do you keep thinking we can't tell?
It's the enemy.
Enemy is struck here on Kilra. Ow. See, that didn't really do that much damage, but just the idea of getting hit in the face with a bunch of shuriken.
All done.
Couple wishes. And we continue to explore. See, these little, I don't know, just these 3D environments. I'm just so tickled by having this old game that I was already so fond of in 3D.
I don't think there are supposed to be monsters in here.
Are the Navarro agents keeping them as pets?
I don't think they keep them as pets. I think they're keeping them as security forces. But, you know, whatever. We're on. It is a little bit of a confusing layout for this place.
We can take this enemy in no time. All right. We should get going.
Oh, Hawkeye. I wasn't expecting to find him here. think I accidentally went in the right direction.
You are cuter than expected, but I still won't go easy on you.
What? You don't know who he is?
It's not what you think. I'm Hawkeye, and yes, I used to be a Nevarlan thief,
Oh yeah.
but not anymore. I'm on the run. This is the fault of a horrible usurper named Isabella. She twisted the minds of the Nevarlan forces and attacked Laurent. I'm here to stop them. Please, believe me.
He did help us out before, but I guess the dialogue is probably the same regardless of whether he was the one who helped us out.
Honestly, I don't know what Isabella's true motives might be. But I can tell you one thing. A real Nevarlan thief would never, ever take a life.
Unless that's what you're ordered to do.
I knew her as Isabella, but after some digging, I found out the witch's real name.
What a witch.
She calls herself Belladonna now. Ever since she killed my best friend Eagle. And she didn't stop there. Belladonna gave a cursed item to Eagle's little sister Jessica. If Belladonna dies, so will she. I couldn't do anything.
I thought she was your girlfriend too, so.
If you find Belladonna, don't kill her. Capture her instead. I know you don't owe me anything.
We
but...
do, but the game doesn't realize that.
Okay. I can't guarantee anything, but I'll do my best.
After all, you are cute. Cuter than Duran, anyway.
Well, I won't hold you good people back any longer. I'll go on ahead and see what I can do on my own. My thanks.
So I forgot. I guess he does show up. I was thinking he never shows up if you're not using him. But I'm starting to guess now that all the characters have their little moments where they pop up.
I think he's more capable of handling himself than you are.
Oh, I don't know. I can handle myself, as evidenced by those magazines I keep in my... Dana Candy. So that's the way we came in, and I was thinking we'd missed all this stuff. But yeah, there's really two ways to go. One gets you like a candy, and the other one leads you straight back here. And Charlotte is wasting mana points. It is annoying, but it'll be alright in the end. We almost certainly get a gold statue before whatever the boss fight with this area will be. And spoiler alert, even though the enemies are all supposed to be knocked out by the flowers, we already know a few of them aren't, and there will be a boss fight of sorts to come. Could be wrong, though. It might be that this is it right here, and there's no resting up.
I'm on the job. Don't keep me waiting.
But operating under the assumption that periodically
Come on. Let's help each other.
we'll have some healing. Like, eventually we'll get some healing. I think it's time for Angela to actually use some magic. Part of the problem is I keep forgetting how to actually do magic. So you can do this, but it's really inefficient.
You'll regret this.
And I keep targeting the wrong people that way.
You wish.
We'll get this straight eventually. Like I said, I've been away from the game for a while, so what do you do to get the magic window to come up?
Come on.
Don't keep me waiting.
This is it. Okay, at least now I figured out what it is. Alright. So, oh. Curious what your weakness is? You are not weak against light. Interesting. Or unless he is, and I just, he's resistant against wind, resistant... Okay, whatever his weakness is, if he has one, we don't have it yet. He's resistant against a few things. He's not resistant against light, but... I'm kind of surprised the evil swords are not weak against holy magic. You would kind of think they would be. And I cut off her,
Joke.
okay. Haha! Pause for the sound of treasure chest opening.
What a joke.
So she did get to say, what a joke.
I know what to do. You'll regret it. All right. You wish.
Should not have hung around to get hit by that thunder division or whatever it was. Because that did some decent damage.
Fine then. Here I go. You wish. You wish.
Yeah, evading magic and ranged attacks, which is just not a part of the original, is a big deal as far as making things go smoothly.
How's that? How's that?
Just getting started.
It's going to be kind of bad news if it turns out I'm wrong and there isn't a,
I'm on the job. Healing light. Don't keep me waiting.
oh, I don't know, I thought that was going to give us MP, that's why I healed before I hit it. Those would be purple, not blue, whatever.
I know what to do.
Which is occasionally roll.
You wish.
Slam attack buttons and occasionally roll. That is what to do. To what? We got the Warhammer, which I think is a weapon for Charlotte, actually, because she's using a flail type weapon. This rod's twisted, man. Yep, I was correct. Not that often we get Woppets in treasure chests in this game. It has happened before. It's just not the usual way. This is not the way. Mandalorian. It's the show you may have heard of. Some people seem to like it. I don't know. It's kind of obscure. This is getting us to places we've already been. As a matter of fact, we already cleared that area, so forget it. They just respawn. See? Range. It's good. Although somehow the second one, they were all out of range. Or half of them are out of range. But
I feel like I could defeat any enemy.
pretty sweet, huh? That being said, we might as well see if these training points will do anything useful. I believe I was working on stamina with her to get diamond shards plus an earthquake. Yep. Deals earth damage to an area, deals earth magic damage. Oh, we got two. Okay, well, let's see. Probably luck would be next. Let's see, at level 12 luck, that's 6 more. I'm going to get 2 spells. Whereas here, I'm, well, it's 6 and 6. But that'll be two different. That'll be one element. This will be 2 different elements that I get spells for. Actually, yeah. I don't have ice or evil yet, but well, that's the point. I don't have ice or evil yet, so I should be working on getting new spells that I will actually get. You were working... Oh, no, you got all of your sabers. So what's next for you? I guess we were working on intelligence to get guard saber. Cover 10% of an enemy defeated. That's actually kind of handy. I wonder if that's for the whole party or just him. Either way, I must have been going for Guard Saber. Not that I'm necessarily going to equip it right now, but... We've done nothing with him for luck. Alright. Aha. I did believe pretty firmly that we were going to end up fighting a boss, and that we would get a save before. And you can kind of see over there, not exactly hidden away, Rise is looking to be in a spot of bother. So this seems like a pretty reasonable point to call it a video. Why don't we call it here? Just a little on the short side, but when we come back next time, we've got two dastardly-looking ninja fellows crowding around a wounded and possibly helpless Rise. Let's see if we can lend a hand in the next video. See you then.